Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the 59th episode of Wheel of Wisdom. Can you guys see and hear me fine? Can someone confirm? Are you able to see and hear me fine? Hi, Kathleen. It's so nice to see you here, the first one here. I'm so grateful that for your presence here. And thank you for the confirmation. Okay, wonderful. I hope that you're doing well. How are you doing, by the way? Let me ask you instead of assuming. Yeah, how are you doing? Oh, you are. That's so nice. Okay. So Kathleen says she is doing great, really great, wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay. We are just going to begin the live in maybe 2 more minutes. Waiting for more people to join in. Um, yeah. By the way, what is the time there for you, Kathleen? Oh, it's pretty early for you. Thank you so much for making me a part of your morning routine. It really means a lot. I am I'm so happy to know that, you decided to tune this on at the start of the morning because mornings are pretty important. Okay. Hmm. Kathleen says, it starts my day with such peace and joy. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, we all like to include all of those things in our routine that can help us deal with the rest of the day and help us feel more centered. And I'm hoping that the meditation that we're going to do today is going to help you with just that. Okay. Okay, your dog Max loves it too. Yeah, everyone, not just human beings, we all need some peace. And thank you so much for all this love. I really, really appreciate that. Okay, so let's start. We have waited for 2, 3 minutes, and now, not wasting any more of your time, let's dive into this live. So, we are going to begin this live with a meditation as always. And this meditation is about helping us balance all of the energy centers in our bodies. So, all the seven chakras present in our body, so that we can, especially you can start the day with feeling more aligned, energized, open, and in kind of a flow state. So, we are going to begin the meditation. Are you guys ready to begin the meditation so that we can tune into that right state of being so that we feel more aligned and all our chakras are open and balanced? Type ready if you are, type ready in the comments, and then we will begin the meditation if you are ready. Okay, beautiful. Kathleen is ready. I see one new face here. Would you like to introduce yourself? Like which part of the world you're joining us from? I can just see the little bubble flowing around. I would love to say hi to you and welcome you. Hi, Jules. Jules says, hi, I am Jelena. I am from Philippines. Hi, Jelena. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here in this. I'm glad that you decided to tune into this live. And my hope for you is that you gain something valuable out of this live and you leave this live with a warm smile and your heart full of love. Okay, so Jelena, are you also ready for the meditation? And then we will begin. Okay, let's not keep all of everyone waiting. So, yeah, let's begin with the meditation. Begin by coming into a comfortable seated posture where your spine is straight and your body is relaxed. If you feel like, roll your shoulders backwards, making sure that your head is in alignment with your spine. And now I invite you to either close your eyes completely or alternatively, you can simply lower your gaze, looking downwards at the floor in front of you. This is to help limit any form of visual distraction so that you can turn your awareness inward. As you begin to settle in, allow your awareness to rest on your breath. Feeling yourself filling with fresh, life giving air on each inhale, and with each exhale, allowing any tension to melt away. Continue to breathe in this manner, inhaling deeply, filling your lungs with air, and exhaling slowly, allowing any tension to melt away. In a moment from now, we are going to begin to bring balance and harmony to each of the seven chakras. by chanting their seed sounds. The instructions for that are: all you need to do is inhale deeply, just like you're doing right now, filling your lungs with life giving air. And when you exhale, all you have to do is chant the seed sound out loud for the entire duration of your exhale. This is how we are going to chant the beach mantras or the seed sound of each of the seven chakras. So let's begin. Bring your attention to the base of your spine. Visualizing a glowing red orb at the base of your spine. Feeling the steady support of the earth beneath you. As you feel connected to this chakra, I invite you to chant the seed sound of this energy center quietly or out loud. The seed sound is LUM, LAM, LUM. So take a deep breath in and out. LUM. 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 Feeling the energy of stability and grounding with these vibrations. Affirm in your mind or out loud: I am, I am, I am. Now shift your focus to the lower abdomen, just below your navel, where the next chakra, that is the sacral chakra, is located. Picture a warm orange light in your lower belly, flowing like water. As you feel connected to this energy center, I invite you to chant the seed sound of this chakra, that is VAM, VAM, VAM. Breathe in, out, VAM. 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 Feeling your creativity, pleasure, and flow awakening with the vibrations. Affirm in your mind or out loud, I feel, I feel, I feel. Now bring your attention to the upper abdomen, just above your navel. Here, your next chakra is located, that is your solar plexus chakra. Visualize a radiant yellow flame glowing brightly in your upper abdomen. Seeing this flame glowing brightly in your upper abdomen, As you feel connected to your solar plexus chakra, I invite you to chant the seed sound of this energy center, that is Ram, RAM, Ram. Breathe in, out, Ram. 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 Feeling your strength, willpower, confidence, and your self belief igniting with the vibrations. Affirm in your mind or out loud, I do, I do, I do. Now bring your awareness to the center of your chest where your heart chakra is located. Picture a green, gentle breeze flowing through your heart space. Feeling the green breeze in your chest. As you feel connected to this chakra, I invite you to chant the seed sound of this energy center, that is Yam, YAM, Yum. So breathe in, out, Yum. 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 Feeling your heart opening to love and compassion with these vibrations. Affirm in your mind or out loud. I love, I love, I love. Now focus on your throat. Here, your throat chakra is located. Visualize a serene blue light at the center of your throat. Open, spacious, and clear like the sky. As you connect with this space, I invite you to chant the seed sound of the throat chakra, that is hum, H-A-M, hum. So take a deep breath in, out, feel your truth, clarity, and self expression being empowered with these vibrations in your throat. Affirm in your mind or out loud. I speak. I speak. I speak. Now bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. Here, the sixth chakra is located, known as the third eye chakra. Visualize a deep indigo light at the center of your forehead, radiant and clear. See it shining like a beam of insight. As you connect with your third eye chakra, I invite you to chant the seed sound of this chakra, which is AUM, Aum. So take a deep breath in, out, Aum. Aum. Feeling your intuition, insight, and inner vision awakening with these vibrations. Affirm in your mind or out loud, I see, I see, I see. Now gently shift your focus to the top of your head. Located here is the seventh and final chakra, known as the crown chakra. Imagine a radiant violet or white light flowing upwards and outward into the cosmos. As you feel connected to this energy center, I invite you to chant the seed sound of this chakra, which is Om, O-M, Om. Alternatively, we also consider silence as the seed sound of this chakra. So, first, we are going to chant Om 3 times and then sit in silence for a few moments. So, take a deep breath in, out. Om. Feeling your connection to all that is. Affirm in your mind or out loud, I understand. I understand. I understand. Allow yourself to sit in stillness, feeling all 7 chakras in harmony. As you feel the energy flowing smoothly from the root chakra to the crown chakra, silently or out loud, affirm the following statements. I am safe. I am creative. I am strong. I am loved. I am expressive. I am connected. I am divine. Letting these words settle into every cell of your being. We have reached the end of this meditation. You can feel free to repeat this meditation regularly to keep your energy centers aligned. But for now, coming back to your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers, taking a deep breath in and gently opening your eyes. Mm. Connecting back with the environment around you. Welcome back. If you feel called to, you can move your body or hydrate yourself, whatever you need. And then I will, read the comments. It seems like there are a lot of interaction here. So before I read the comments, I would love to, hear about your experience of the meditation. So if you feel called to, you can share about that. And if you don't feel like writing, you can always just press the heart somewhere here to let me know. And until then, I'm going to read the comments. Okay, let's see where we left off. Okay, so Silverback is here. Hi, Silverback. Welcome. Welcome to this live. Gail says, "Hi, it's 3 a.m. in California, and I can't sleep. I'm so sad." Oh, I'm giving you a tight hug, Gail. I hope that you were able to tune into the meditation and with the vibrations, you could feel safe, especially the vibrations associated, the seed sound associated with the root chakra is meant to help us feel more safe and calm and more grounded so we can fall back asleep. Heidi says, Gail, my heart is with you. I just woke up with the TV and my glasses. Why so sad? Gail says, getting over cancer, feeling all alone. Thank you, Heidi. I'm sending you so much healing, Gail. And I hope that all of your body can feel wrapped around in a warm blanket of love and healing energy. Heidi says, "Hi Anisha and friends. I'm sending my love to everyone from southern Maine in Wabanaki territory in the northeast of the indigenous homelands of America. Hi Heidi, it's so nice to see you here again. And welcome. And everyone who has just joined us, I want to let you know that, this meditation, in case you missed it, then we are, this all of this is getting recorded and you can access the replay where you can access the meditation again. And also, this meditation is just one part of this live, and we are also going to move on to the next part of this live, which is a lot more fun, and which is about tapping into the wisdom and doing some readings and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned until I just read all the comments because I want to acknowledge everyone here and I don't want to keep going on without reading your comments because you put the time and effort to write them. And it's so nice to see you all connecting here in the comments. Heidi says, Gail, cancer is no fun. You are not all alone. I had leiomyosarcoma, cancer removed along with my right kidney and adrenal glands in April of 2023. Um, that's tough, going through these physical issues and not feeling healthy or like fully ourselves in our bodies. I'm sending both of you and anyone else who is suffering from any other physical issues a lot of healing and a lot of love. And may you feel valued and important, despite any of these things that are happening to you. Okay, let's see. So there is a lot of interaction between Gail and Heidi. And Anna says, so sorry, Gail. I send my deepest healing vibes to you. Hi, Anna. Welcome to the live. Let's see. Heidi says, why are our comments disappearing inside timer? What did we say wrong? Oh, I didn't notice. So if you guys mention like any other platform, then I think in that case, Insight Timer removes the comments. But I'm not sure what you mentioned. So maybe that might be the case that you mentioned someone else out of this platform. Um, okay, Heidi is going back to sleep and sending a lot of love to Gail. I hope that you can, you have a very refreshing and sweet dreams. You have a very soothing sleep, Heidi. Gail says, love back to you, Heidi. And Gail says, thank you. Okay, no, I missed some comment. Yeah. Jay has given us a heart. Caitlin says, Anisha, hi. Hi, Caitlin. So nice to see you here. And okay, you arrived when we were at the Heart Center, a beautiful, beautiful energy center, right? I'm glad that, we got to connect at that particular stage of our meditations. So Caitlin says, so I got the bulk of the practice, settled right into that green light. The mantras are so fun and soothing at the same time. Thanks for this. Can't wait to spin the wheel. Yeah, we are going to just spin the wheel in a moment. Thank you all for your patience. And just I'm going to quickly read through all the other comments so that I don't miss out on anything. We sending love, hugs, and healing to Gail. Hi, V. It's so nice to see you here again. Always a pleasure to have you. Thank you, Silverback, for all the emojis. Gail says, thank you, V, and sorry I didn't intend to monopolize the chat. That's okay, Gail. I appreciate, you being vulnerable here in front of all of us and, you giving company to Heidi. Amber says offering care, love, and solace, healing vibes as welcomed. Hi, Amber. Nice to see you here again. Okay, let's see a lot of comments. Yeah, we saying no worries, Gail. We're here for each other. Caitlin is sending out love to all. And let's see. Amber says, in my view, monopolizing isn't an issue. It's all about community. Yeah, when we share about our suffering, it helps others. It helps others to not feel alone in their suffering. So yeah, not monopolizing. Okay. Heidi says, oh, Heidi's still here. Hi, Heidi. I thought you left. But I hope that, maybe by the end of this live, you can fall back asleep. Heidi says, I was thanking all of my Insight Timer teachers and friends. That's a beautiful practice, to have gratitude, to hold gratitude. Okay. So now, um, let's spin the wheel because we are 52 minutes into this live and we had a long meditation. Usually the meditations are about 20 minutes, but it, kind of went a lot longer because we included all the chakras and I wanted to give time and space to every single chakra. So thank you for, staying here, especially those who are really here for the wheel. Okay, so everyone's saying spin. Okay, let's spin then. Mm. So, this is our Wheel of Wisdom, and it contains the names of some randomly selected books out of the many books that I've read in the past 8 years in my own journey of transformation. And what we are going to do is that we're going to spin this beautiful wheel and we are going to be open so that the universe, divine consciousness, higher self, God, whatever you believe in, can choose a book for us to do a reading from today, to receive some wisdom from today. Because now, after the meditation, we are, in more aligned, we are more in touch with that high frequency, and we can tap into that higher wisdom. Oh, oh, yeah, maybe in that case, yeah, maybe inside timer like do not, I don't know, it's against I think some kind of guidelines. Maybe that's why they they might have removed the comment ID. I'm not sure. Okay, so now I invite you to hold whatever you need guidance on, whatever is going on in your life and you would like to receive some wisdom on today. So hold that in your mind. And if there is nothing specific, just set an intention in your mind that may I receive some general guidance for today. And with that openness and receptiveness, let's spin this wheel. Heidi says, I have been saying that for years here. I don't want to be blocked. I don't think that they would block you. They just, I think, remove the comment that is not in, in alignment with the guidelines. And maybe you can, search for the community guidelines on Insight Timer, and that would help you better understand what happened, Heidi. Okay. So there's no need to be like afraid or anything. Okay. So, holding that in your mind, whatever it is that you need guidance on, and let's spin the wheel. Okay, a beautiful book. So, the book that came up for all of us today is Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach. Because acceptance is the first step to change, right? If we don't accept it, then we cannot change the problem itself. So, let's see what wants to come through from this book. Let me just type the name of it. Give me a second. Okay. Just give me a second to choose the number so that we can then kind of play a game or something. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Thank you, Silverback. Silverback says, take your time. B says, yeah, I love Tarabrack. So do I. She's awesome. I don't know, I can just keep on listening to her, talk and talk and talk and talk. It's amazing. Okay. So, in a moment from now, I'm going to ask you all to choose a number. Okay. And you guys don't need to hurry at all. Okay. So, B says, me too. Yeah, isn't it? She is just, I don't know, wonderful. Yeah. So, okay, wait. Before choosing the numbers, wait. I know you guys are excited, but let me mention between which I want you to choose a number. So I don't need you guys to rush. Take your time and see what number comes up for you, and then mention that in the comments. And why I am saying that is because I'm not going to choose like the top one or two or three, comment or the numbers, but I'm going to choose a number. I'm going to go through all the numbers and choose a number that I feel, aligned with, that is calling me, and then we are going to open that page number. And as I was reading all of these books, I have highlighted, the powerful insights or the transformative practices from these books. So I'm going to open that page number and do the reading of the highlighted portion from that page. And also keep in mind that whoever number I chooses, so if I choose, J's number, for example, it doesn't mean that the reading is just for J. Instead, J is just a source of that wisdom that wanted to come through and reach all of us here, because that's why all of you guys are here. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, wait. I know you guys are excited, but as I say, no need to rush. Okay. I want you to choose a number between 20 to 250. Okay. So choose a number between these page numbers. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa has chosen a number. V has chosen a number. Thank you, V. Gail has chosen a number. J. Thank you, J. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Silverback. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the number and see which number do I feel called to. Okay, so the number that I'm feeling called to is 77. And V has chosen that number for all of us. Thank you, V. Okay, let's see what wants to come through from this page. Hmm. Okay, this is a practice. We have a practice again. It seems like that is the only number we would be able to, you know, go with today, because this exercise might take some time. So let's see. Since it has come up, I'm assuming that, it was meant to be. So the name of this exercise is Facing Difficulty and Naming What is True. So if there is anyone who is, facing difficulty, any kind of difficulty, and want to, accept what is there, want to name it instead of run away from it, instead of deny it, then this is the practice for you. So in this, the author says that mental noting deepens our attention so we are able to meet painful emotions and intense sensations with a wakeful and healing presence. So, I'm going to guide you guys through this practice, which involves mental noting. So, mental noting is one of the techniques. And are you guys ready for the practice? Type ready in the comments if you are. If you're ready for another practice. It is interesting because I was thinking of, doing this another version of Wheel of Wisdom lives. So, up until now, we have been doing these lives where we receive some divine message and we just go through the, readings and stuff. But I was thinking what it would be like if I do another, version of this Wheel of Wisdom lives where I actually, where we do this the same thing, we spin the wheel and everything, the wheel is going to be there, but we are going to practice like practical techniques like this one. So this exercise came up, so instead of just reading through, just gaining the information, we are going to put that into action, so take action to improve our life and experience the real wisdom, because wisdom is just not about information or knowledge, it is knowledge putting into action, and experiencing all of that. So, yeah, so I wanted to know, would you guys be interested in that? I was just wondering, I just had this idea, like I had this one, this Wheel of Wisdom one, where we just read the messages. In that would be going to be technique specific, like, including the therapy techniques or, the other form of techniques that you might find in like self-help books and stuff like that. So, would you guys be interested in that? Um, you can let me know in the comments. And I see V, Lisa, and Amber is ready for this practice that came up right now. So yeah. Okay, Lisa would be interested. Yes. Thank you, Lisa, for letting me know that. I so appreciate that. Because in my own experience, I've realized that I've read so many books and I realized that until, even if I applied just one part of it, it made a lot of difference in my life compared to when I just move from one book to another book to another book. So, yeah, the information is important and everything, but until we put it into action, things don't change that much in our lives. We don't have that much of a transformation. So, that's why I thought that, let's make this another wheel of life. And I will continue doing this one also, but add that one. So, yeah, if anyone else is interested, you can let me know in the comments, or you can let me know via my group, Wonderful Beings, if you're already a part of it, or you can join it. It is on Insight Timer again. Okay, so let's start with this practice for now. Okay, Amber says sounds useful. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad that you feel that way. Okay, so again, the name of the practice is Facing Difficulty and Naming What is True. So sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a few full breaths. And notice or bring to your mind, is there something a situation or an issue in your life that you are grappling with. So think of any difficult situation or issues that you are facing. You might focus on an interpersonal conflict, financial pressure, or stress at work. So think of something that you are having a difficulty with. And now notice, how does this makes me feel? So when you think about this situation or issue, what are the emotions that are coming up for you? Noticing them in your body, especially pay close attention to your throat, chest, and stomach. Noticing, is there any tightness, pressure, or heat? See if you can find a word to describe your experience. For example, sad, scared, restless, tingling, etc. You don't need to put too much pressure on your brain to come up with the perfect word. Just notice which word is coming up for you to describe the sensations and emotions you're feeling in your body. And when you have such a word in your mind, repeat or say that word in your mind softly. For example, there is tension in my throat, or constriction in my chest. If there are a lot of emotions, then you can just choose the dominant one, noticing where you feel that in your body and staying with it, connecting to the raw sensations of that feeling. Again, as you pay attention to the felt sense of what is present in this moment, you can gently ask yourself, does this word describe what I am feeling now? And if the answer is no, then you can choose another word. You might notice that your experience is ever changing. You might feel a certain sensation now, which you weren't feeling before. And you may even feel it in a different body part. So, the sensation or feeling which was dominant before is no longer that severe, and another body part is calling for your attention. So, if that's the case, move on to what is present right now, connecting with the raw sensations and giving a label to it. For example, anxiety, boredom, openness, etc. If your thoughts try to distract you, do the same with your thoughts also. Give a label to the kind of thoughts that you're having. For example, planning, fantasizing, worrying, etc. And once you label them, return your attention back to your body, noticing what is the dominant emotion right now, connecting with the raw sensations, and then giving it a label. Remember that the labeling always remains in the background. That is, your 5% attention is on it, and the majority of your awareness, that is 95%, is focused on the actual experience, on the felt sense. So, sitting with the raw sensations of that body part. You don't need to deny any feeling or sensation. All it needs from you is to acknowledge it, to acknowledge its presence, which we are doing by giving a label to that sensation and staying connected with how does that sensation feels like in this part of our body. In this way, we also prevent ourselves from drowning in the emotion and be able to be present with it. You did great. Now bring your attention to your breath as you take a deep inhale, filling your body with fresh oxygen, and exhale, letting go of any tension from your body. One more deep breath in, filling that part with fresh oxygen. And with the exhale, letting go of anything you no longer need. And now take the final breath in and out, wiggling your toes and your fingers, and gently opening your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you for all the hearts. If you feel called to share about your experience of that practice, you can do so in the comments. And if not, then you can always just press the heart to let me know that the practice resonated with you. Lisa is sending a lot of love. And Caitlin has also added to the question that I asked that would you be interested in a Wheel of Wisdom live? In addition to this one, where we just go through the different techniques and exercises and transformational practices. So Caitlin says all your offerings are wonderful. I am in. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for your support. I'm glad that you would like that. Yeah, and it might be just like this one because today we didn't do any reading, which we usually do. Yeah, today we just practiced a very long meditation to heal and align and balance all of our chakras, and then we moved on to do we tried to do another reading, but another practice popped up. So yeah, that live that I was talking about is going to be just like this one. Okay, so I'm thinking, should we do like one reading, at least one reading, because yeah, we didn't do any reading today. Okay, let's do one more and then we will wrap this live. Okay. And up until now, if you found anything valuable from this live, if you enjoyed being here, if you like the space and if you would like me to continue doing these lives, then you can support me by, donating by pressing the donate button here and, making a donation of whatever amount that you feel called to. Okay. Until then, I'm going to go through the numbers to see to receive some wisdom from today. So let's see. And if you're joining us right now or maybe joined late, then you can also mention number between 20 to 250. So whatever number that you are feeling called to, you can mention that in the comments and then I can, you know, and then I'm going to just choose a number out of all those numbers that I feel called to. So let's see. Okay. Thank you, Nicole, for choosing that number. And yeah, I'm happy to see you here again. Let's see. Okay. Uh-huh. Now I'm super glad to have you here, Nicole, because the number that I am feeling called to is 26. Okay, so let's see what wants to come through this page. And again, if I haven't chosen your number, it doesn't mean that whatever wants to come through, whatever is coming through, is just about Nicole. It's just Nicole is just one source of that wisdom, and it is for all of us. Caitlin says that's special. That's a special number for me too. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so now two people are resonating with it. Hmm. Okay, let's see what wants to come through this page. Oh, for Amber too. Okay, okay. Now everything is aligning. I think, yeah. Thank you, Nicole. Okay, so that heading for this one is Separate Self. The author says, okay, during his all night vigil, the Buddha looked deeply into his own suffering. His amazing insight was that all suffering or dissatisfaction arises from a mistaken understanding that we are a separate and distinct self. This perception of selflessness imprisons us in endless rounds of craving and aversion. Sorry. This perception of not selflessness, of selfness, meaning assuming a separate identity, assuming a separate self. So, this perception of selfness imprisons us in endless rounds of craving and aversion. When our sense of being is confined in this way, we have forgotten the loving awareness that is our true essence and that connects us with all of life. What we experience as the self is an aggregate of familiar thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behaviors. The mind binds these together, creating a story about a personal, individual entity that has continuity through time, meaning that, we create a whole persona, including based on our thoughts or including our thoughts, emotion, and how we behave, and that remains constant with time. Everything we experience is subsumed into the story of self and becomes my experience. I am afraid. This is my desire. The contemporary Thai Buddhist meditation master and writer Ajahan Buddhasa refers to this habit of attaching a sense of self to our experience as I ing or my ing, because we use, all of these words I, my, mine, we our head is kind of full of all these thoughts of what does this mean for me? What does this mean about me? So we think of everything in terms of ourselves. We interpret everything we think and feel and everything that happens to us as in some way belonging to or caused by a self. Our most habitual and compelling feelings and thoughts define the core of who we think we are. If we are caught in the trance of unworthiness, we experience that core as flawed. When we take life personally by I-ing or my-ing, the universal sense that something is wrong easily solidifies into something is wrong with me. Believing that we are separate, incomplete, and at risk is not some form, is not some malfunction of nature. Rather, this perception is an intrinsic part of human experience, indeed, of all life. If our sense of who we are is defined by feeling of neediness and insecurity, we forget that we are also curious, humorous, and caring. We forget about the breath that is nourishing us, the love that unites us, the enormous beauty and fragility that is our shared experience in being alive. Most basically, we forget the pure awareness, the radiant wakefulness that is our Buddha nature. I think that is the perfect place to end, and I don't feel like I need to explain it. Because I guess, words can't explain the truth, the ultimate truth that has been spoken, that has been felt, that connection. And yeah, that has been confirmed by the number 108 people have joined this live. Thank you, Amber, for bringing that to my attention, which is a very auspicious number in many of the traditions and, many of the spirituality practices. So yeah, I think this is the perfect place to end. Um, but I have few announcements to make for all of you, especially those who are joining us for the very first time. So I want to let you know, first of all, that I have recently started offering a gift to all the women who are attending my lives. So if you are a woman who is interested in a complimentary coaching session with me, so it is going to be a free 1 hour coaching session with me. So if you are interested in that, then you can message me on Insight Timer. So the way to message me is you can go to my profile. Okay, let me put my profile here. And also, if you are like, if you know of a woman, you can also send her my way. So it's not, yeah, really important that you attend the live. But yeah, if you know of someone who might be able to gain something out of this, then you can, yeah, you can ask her to message me. So the way to message me is that go to my profile. Yeah, go to my profile, which is Anisha Maheshwari. And if you're already following me, you would see the follow button becomes a donate button. Above it, three dots appear. Click on three dots and you will see a message teacher option. So you can message me that Anisha, I am interested in that complimentary session. And I would absolutely love to have a powerful conversation with you. And one thing I can guarantee is that you're going to leave with at least one powerful insight from that conversation because that has happened with every single woman that I've worked with. So that I can promise you for sure. So if you're going through something or if you just want to experience coaching, like coaching with me, then you can, message me. Caitlin says, it's so worth the time, friends. It was a profound conversation, and Anisha is just so amazing to chat with. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for that recommendation and for encouraging others to reach out to me. It means a lot. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. And especially coming, from a fellow teacher on Insight Timer. So, guys who don't know, Caitlin is another teacher on Insight Timer, an amazing one. And yeah, I was recently listening to one of her tracks on Insight Timer. It was like an affirmation for the root chakra. So yeah, she has like a lot of amazing affirmation tracks on Insight Timer, and also her lives are amazing. Like you will get into that live and you will have a lot of fun in talking and interacting with her. So yeah, you can check her out. Um, and okay, so that was my first announcement. Yeah, the next announcement is that all of this is getting recorded. Mm, Caitlin said, I was hesitant and like, no, resist the gift. But then I leaned in and was like, I would love the experience of chatting with a life coach with so much knowledge. So do it. I'm glad that you did that. I just felt so, it was just a lovely conversation with you, Caitlin. It makes me so happy to know that you liked it, that you enjoyed it, and you felt like it was worth it. Okay. Um, yeah. So, so my second announcement is that all of this is getting recorded. So this whole video or live has been recorded. Nicole says, I would love to schedule it. Yeah, sure, Nicole, you can message me. I think you have messaged me in the past. I would have to check you, and I did, I think, responded to you. So maybe you can check out your messages. Let me see, Nicole. Yeah, I did, and I shared a link with you, Nicole, to schedule that. Yeah. Okay, you can check out your messages. Wonderful. Um, Nicole says great. Beautiful. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Coming back to the announcements, yeah. So the way you can access this video recording is you can go to my profile. Again, let me show you so you don't feel any confusion. Okay. So go to my profile and click on the about section here. Okay. And when you will scroll all the way down, you will see a link tree here. Okay. So when you will click on the link tree, you will see, yeah. So let me see, where is this? Yeah. So you will see Wheel of Wisdom replay here. Okay. So when you will click on that, you will see a whole playlist and of all the lives that has been done. So if you missed out on the meditation or any reading, so if you joined late in this live, or if you would like to get in touch with previous live, watch them out, then you can do so by, again, in the link tree you will see Wheel of Wisdom replay. And why I created this playlist is because um I want you to connect with your intuition. So if you are going through something and you would like to receive some guidance, but I'm not going live on that day, or like on the next day or something, then you can open this playlist, choose a number between 1 to 59, because that has been like the number of episodes we have done so far since January. And yeah, whatever number comes through, just watch that video knowing that that message wanted to come through to you. So, in this way, you can practice getting more and more touch and connection with your intuition, and relying on that, trusting yourself, and things like that. So, yeah, and it does take like, 1 hour for this to get uploaded on my channel, because it is a long like video or something. So, the other thing that you can do if you want immediate access is that you can join my group. Okay, give me a second. Yeah. So you can again go to my profile, scroll all the way down. So at the bottom, you will see Wonderful Beings. So that is the name of my group. And yeah, you can, join that little community. Let me type it. Yeah. So what I do is that after each live, within 5 or 10 minutes, I upload the summary, including the type of meditation we did and also the readings that we did. I put it all there in my community. And yeah, you can, so that you don't miss out on anything, or you can just go through that again if you want to. And I also like, put up any updates if one of my live is getting cancelled because of something, which is rare, but yeah, I do update that in my group, in my community. And if any of my new track is getting released, because like in this particular live we did one meditation at the start. So in all of these live we have done at least one meditation at the start, and we have recorded around 66 or 67 meditations so far, and now I'm publishing them one by one on Insight Timer. So I have published a few meditations so far, and I have like clubbed it in the playlist above the group only, Wheel of Wisdom meditations, and we have like 11 meditations so far. So you can check them out if you're interested. So yeah, you know, and if you don't want to join the group, and if you just want to simply follow me, then also you will get notified if a live is scheduled, or if another track is getting released on Insight Timer. So you can do that. Um, yeah, so that's it. So that's it for this live. If you enjoyed this live, if you got anything valuable out of this live, if you liked being here in this space, and if you would like to, if you would like to see me continue doing these lives day after day, then you can support me by, making a donation of whatever amount that you feel called to. Um, yeah, to support my journey. And hmm, yeah, because all of these donations actually support me to, go on these lives, and yeah, do these. Like I try to do these on alternate days mostly. until I have something else scheduled. So yeah, that is my routine. And I have like another live day after tomorrow if you want to join that live. And yeah, your donation also support me in, offering those, those complimentary sessions. So yeah, that you can do that. Um, and and I only like work one on one with women. So if you are not a woman, or if you are like a child, so I only work with adults. So if you fall in any of those categories, then you can, check out my other offerings. So I have like created these playlists for you guys. Like I have these mindfulness meditation challenge. So it includes 15-day meditations, and all of those are free tracks. Another is like a self-soothing technique playlist. So it includes the emotion regulation techniques that, therapists recommend their clients and stuff like that to help, feel more regulated, centered, grounded when they are triggered, when their fight, flight, freeze responses and all of those are triggered. So you can check them out as well. And I have like 7 courses related to mindfulness. um, if you're a beginner or if you just want to deepen your practice and be more mindful in your daily life without having to change anything at all, just feel more alive, in awe, and you just notice the beauty around you and all of that, then you can check out those courses of mine. And I also have few courses in relation to overcoming your negative thoughts, identifying the common errors that you make in your thinking process, like in the, the thoughts that usually are not helpful, or identifying your limiting beliefs. So, yeah, I have all of these courses. So, if you are not a woman, you can check all of these stuff out. And I also have like another free offering here. So, when you go to About section, yeah, so you can check out, through the link to my other offerings if you are interested in that. Thank you so much, Christopher. I am so grateful to see you here and to receive this kind gift from you. It means a lot. And thank you for this Insight Timer space. So, anyone who don't know, Christopher Plowman is the CEO of Insight Timer, and I just absolutely love this space and especially the live events. So, thank you so much for providing me this platform. And for providing all of this platform to all of these teachers. Yeah, thank you so much. So that's it so far. Nicole says, "Wow, Christopher, thank you." Yeah, I am sure, this platform means a lot to lot many people, and especially it has meant a lot to me as a user and now as a teacher. So yeah, I'm ever so grateful for you, for this platform, and for your team. Okay, guys, so that's it for this live. I'm going to share the next live with you all. Give me a second. Yeah. So I would love to see all of you attend that live. I would love to see all of your beautiful faces and all of these little bubbles popping around in that live as well. Namaste.